some presentations that another class made about these options, and we're just going to kind of review. And then you're going to play a card playing game today that's going to give you a series of beliefs, values, and assumptions, and you're going to try to match them to which option they would belong to. So that's our goal. So if we recall from yesterday, who can raise their hand and tell me what this group wants to do? Yeah, Ryan.
They want to restore the broken ties to the king and pledge their allegiance because he is their God.
There you go. That's good. Great. So stay with the king. We're briefly summarizing. So this group is stay with the king. Group 2, create a more perfect union. Somebody tell me what was our no, Ryan, Aaliyah? Compromising. Group 2 is all about the compromise, right? Working together to achieve a goal, blah, blah, blah. All right, number 3, yes.
To leave Britain.
Leave Britain, which is going to involve doing what?
War.
It's going to involve war. Okay, so excellent job. I'm going to review these quick little points here. So now that we've reviewed those 3 options, you're looking at page 14, and you're going to get in small groups, and I am going to give you a series of cards, and they are right here. They're in an envelope like this. They are laminated like this. So what we're going to do is, and it would be nice if we pushed our tables together to make sure that we can kind of all look and play the game together. So you're going to deal out, I'll put the instructions up here on the overhead in just a second. Basically, you're going to deal out all the cards. Siri, close it. Don't even need it. Thank you. We're going to deal out all the cards. We're going to go in a round robin, reading the options. Then you're going to discuss which one does it go to, and you're going to place it in. We're going to have a sticky note that says option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay? If your group is confident and gets them right without me having to come over and say that one's wrong, I have candy. I know. Candy's exciting. All right, so the point is, the reason for the candy is to try to give you some incentive to not seek me out, but seek each other out. Talk about it, look at the options in brief, and then make your best guess or your most confident answer, and then place it in the right column. Okay? So we're not that big of a class. Let's do groups of 4. So I'm going to model one for you right now. I'm going to open mine. Accepting the authority of British Parliament is a reasonable price to pay for Britain's protection of the colonies. I'll let this one be a win for everybody. Who knows which option that would most align with? Let me read it again. Accepting the authority of Parliament is a reasonable price to pay for Britain's protection of the colonies. What do you think, Ryan? 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to go 2.
Why 2?
Because they're not, being so aggressive. They're being more like, well, if we do this, it would, protect.
All right, well, I'm going to say that that's not correct, but I'm going to let you guys discuss it in small groups when it comes up, okay? There's a big word in this one that should lead you to the right answer, okay? But you don't have it in front of you, so we're going to let you go ahead and try to figure that out in your small group. So, shuffle them up, deal them out, let's get going.
Okay, so what do I do?
So you pick one of your cards. Everybody should have page 14 open. I don't see page 14 on the one that has the options in brief.
3.
That one. You need to be able to see those options in brief.
Okay.
Tyler, sit down.
Okay, I sit up and do this.
No, I want you to sit. Thank you. You don't need to stand up.
So I just read
Play
it?
This game.
All right.
Tyler, turn your page to 14 so that your options are showing. That's not...
You counted.
You must have counted wrong, honey. Turn it backwards.
Sugar, dude.
There you go.
Oh my
You
god.
had it right.
It's Q14.
Okay, so do I read it now?
Yes, please.
America is strong enough to stand on its own without the false protection of a British distant power. Common sense proves that the colonies govern themselves. Which
What do you guys think? Talk about it. Read it again.
America is strong enough to stand on its own without the false protection of Britain's distant power. Common sense proves the colonies govern themselves.
3.
Colonies.
Because they say, yeah, they say they can be without Britain's.
It says it can be without Britain's false protection, and I don't think 2 would have said false protection.
Take a vote. You all agree? All right. Place it underneath the correct sticky note, please. Pass it over.
But what if it's not right?
Well, we'll see. I think the group feels pretty confident.
Yeah.
All
We don't
right.
have a clock, so we have a, it goes. Okay, now it's
Okay,
Joel, right?
Joel, it is your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 3 for this one. So it doesn't really say anything about compromise.
Tony has 2. Oh, yeah.
But it could also be saying like, well, if we did, you're right. No, that's 3. That's 3. Tony's not here, so just grab one of Tony's cards.
Thank you.
The colonies will be crushed militarily and ruined economically
One.
by a full-scale war
One.
of rebellion.
1.
But let her finish reading it, and so that the rest of the group can hear the whole question. So let's go one more time.
The colonies will be crushed militarily and ruined economically by a full-scale war of rebellion.
1.
Okay, why, Ryan?
Because it's just like they use the word crushed, like they're gonna get crushed without the British. So they're trying to be like, well, we need the British or else this is going to happen.
All right, Aglish and Shri, do you agree with Ryan? Do you think it's a 1?
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
Okay, you're not understanding? Okay, do you think it is 1 is to stay loyal to the king, 2 is to compromise, 3 is go to war? Do you think the one that Haley just read would be a 1, a 2, or a 3? What do you think, Aglish?
1.
Okay, you agree that it's a 1? Haley, what do you say?
I agree, 1.
All right, then place your card where it goes then.
They're talking about like rebellion.
Good, yeah. Good clues. Okay.
Restricted trade with other nations in Europe. So we can like look at it.
Well, let's talk about why.
Senseless wars.
So it's talking about war, but the war like
The war, the French and Indian War, probably because of the taxes in Europe. That's probably going to be between 1 or 2.
Okay, can somebody read that one more time? I think you're kind of missing some clues
I
there.
think it'd be 3.
Independent America will be free of Britain's senseless wars and will enjoy unrestricted trade with other nations in Europe. That's 3.
3, yeah,
That's more
sense.
Yeah.
They wanted to trade with other countries.
There
Yeah.
you go. Okay, good job. Good job rereading that one. Yeah, I'm noticing that sometimes we need to hear the card a few times in order to really process. All right.
The colonies should be required to contribute their fair shares of taxes toward the defense Britain provides.
One more time.
No, me?
Read it.
Okay. The colonies should be required to contribute their fair share of taxes towards the defense of the British province.
You read it perfectly, Shri. So that was very good. Okay, what do you guys think? Talk about it.
This is either going to be 1 or 2.
Wait, can you read it again?
The colonies should be required to contribute their fair share of taxes toward the defense of the British provides.
What do you think, Tone?
What do you think, John?
What do you think, Tone?
Oh, we are named.
Okay, wait, so what would 1 stand for?
1 is like we need to stay with Britain. And then number 2 is compromise. Number 3 is freedom.
Okay, we're gonna kind of forget it.
One more time.
The colonies should be required to contribute their fair share of taxes toward the defense British provides. That's not 3.
That's not 3.
3 is like they don't no taxes without representation.
Now what's that? What's 2
What
again?
are you thinking about?
Compromise. Oh my God, Tony. I swear you're doing this on purpose.
Now what's 1?
So what word in there might indicate the way it could direct? So notice that it talks about the way. What way should they pay?
Their fair
Would it be
share.
2?
So I think that would be a 2.
Hey, Jumanji, broken chair, Jumanji.
Focus. So what does that indicate?
that indicates that they should pay like their
Fair share. If it was 1, what would it probably say?
required to pay all the taxes that the
Whatever the king says, right? So what do you think?
2.
Okay, good.
Accepting the authority of the British Parliament is a reasonable price to pay for Britain's protection of the colonies. Accepting the authority. Restoring the ties of loyalty.
Let's read it a couple of times so everybody can hear it.
Accepting the authority of British Parliament is a reasonable price to pay for Britain's protection of the colonies.
3.
Why?
2.
Why?
I don't know.
Because they're talking about how they think that we should still be with Britain because
What's the word in there that might lean you towards that? Read it one more time.
Accepting the authority of British Parliament is a reasonable price to pay for Britain's protection of the colonies. That's what I think is 1 because it's trying to restore the ties of loyalty. So by accepting the authority of British, that'd be restoring the ties.
yep,
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
1.
Okay.
I meant to say 1.
Accepting that authority. All right, good. Okay. Okay, who's
Mic
up?
check.
Me.
All right, go for it.
Independent America will be free of Britain's senseless wars and will enjoy unrestricted trade with other nations in Europe. It sounds like 3.
Yeah, I think like 3.
Elizabeth, will you say that one more time? Just because I don't think I got picked up. Say why you think that.
Because it sounds like they would be like, they're saying they'll be free.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. You guys agree?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, who's next? Okay.
Britain has rejected attempts and compromise, especially since blood has been shed. Did you hear me?
Oh, 3. Yeah.
Read it again.
Britain has rejected attempts of compromise, especially since blood has been shed.
3 because of war.
It says Britain has rejected at compromise. And
Right. Does that make sense, what she's saying?
Yeah.
So where's it go?
3.
All right. You try to get on TV,
really fast.
even though you're not going to be on TV?
Alright. The colonies will be crushed militarily and ruined economically by full-scale war of rebellion. This should be pretty easy.
What do you think?
3.
I see that.
3? The colonies will be crushed
Yeah.
militarily.
I think number 2.
Number 1.
I say it's 2 because one would probably be more complaining that like, we should just be under British rule, and this is showing more concern towards
Read it one more time, Elizabeth.
the colonies will be crushed militarily and ruined economically by a full-scale war of rebellion.
I say 2.
Take a vote.
I'd say 2.
Put it where you want.
Oh, guys, it's not right. You should be like, yes, guys, good job.
2. All right. Are you feeling confident?
Yeah. Especially with number 2.
All right. Option 2. Britain should keep some authority? Yes. Colonies should be required? Yes. Accepting the authority of British Parliament is a reasonable price to pay.
No.
Establishing a joint British-American Council? Yes. Not bad. That's good. Okay, let's go over to 3. Hang on. Hang on. All right, 3. All right. Britain has rejected? Yes. Disputes among colonies will fade? Yes. America is strong enough to stand on its own? Yes. Under the British Constitution? No. Independent America will be free? Yes. All right. Work it out. I'll be back.
Okay, well, obviously he's got.
Wait, look, I did not do this right. I already know.
But we might have.
I already know.
Okay. right, let's check it. Under the British constitutional system, the citizens of the colony should have a voice in the laws that govern them, especially the taxes. No.
That's too.
Because one is what? Stay with the king and obey him. We are called upon God? Yes. Good. You've got that one. Accepting the authority? Yes. No society on earth has greater riches? Yes, yes, that's good. Okay, let's go to 2. 2 is Britain has rejected compromise since blood has been shed? No. The colony should be required to contribute? Yes. Breaking our ties with Britain will allow the lower classes to defy and challenge the... No. Establishing a joint American council? Yes. Very good. And Britain should keep some authority because they discovered us? Yes. Okay, not bad. All right, let's move over here. Without the...
We have 3 out already.
Well, hang on. Without the support, okay. Without the support of British rule and protection of their navy, the colonies will be open to attacks for number 3. What's number 3?
War.
Fight for war.
Colonies will be crushed and ruined by full-scale war of rebellion.
How long ago was it? 4 years ago?
Disputes among American colonies will fade away once we are responsible for governing ourselves. Good. America is strong enough to stand on its own without Britain. Good. Independent America will be free. Yes. All right, I'll be back. Rediscuss. Because so far nobody has gotten 100%. Where do I read them? Start with 1. All right.
We're not going to get 100%, guys.
Why?
Because we're kind of not.
Why don't you have faith?
We're not on the bright side.
I disagree. All right, we are called upon by God. Yes, without the support of British Navy, yep, the colony should be required to contribute their fair share. No.
Darn it, who did that one?
Accepting the authority of British Parliament, yes.
Guys, we don't get candy now.
Coming over here. Number 2, establishing a joint council, yes.
No!
Yes, that is. Okay. No society on earth has greater freedom and riches than the American colonies. Our good fortune, especially our trade, is due to our positive relationship.
Dude, God dang it, guys. What the heck?
Britain should keep some authority, yes. The colonies will be crushed militarily and ruined economically? No.
I knew it, you guys. You told he wasn't number 2.
Tyler, calm down. Under the British constitutional system, should have a voice, yes. Disputes among American colonies will fade once we are responsible for governing ourselves. No. Okay, now 3.
Well, congratulations. We don't get candy.
Try a little different shot here. America is strong enough to stand on its own. Yes. Breaking our ties will allow the lower classes to defy and challenge. That's a no. Independent America will be free. Yes. Britain has rejected attempts at compromise. Yes. Okay, can you guys fix it? All right, come on. Let's go, team. I hope you got to read this. Jenna? We are called upon by God, yes. Without the protection of the British rule and navy, yes. Colonies will be crushed, yes. Breaking our ties will, yes. No society on earth, yes. Accepting authority is a reasonable price to pay, yes. I need to make sure. That seems like there's too many there. Called upon by God for sure.
That's probably where we got it wrong.
Without, colonies will be crushed.
We got all of them right last time. We just added 1.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one. All right, let's try this again. Colonies will be crushed. Breaking our ties, yes. No society on earth, yes. And accepting authority, yes. All right, good job. Even that would even throw me a little bit, but there you go. Good job. Great level of confidence. You decided it didn't have to be even. Britain should keep some authority, yes. Colonies should be required to pay their fair share, yes. Establishing a joint British-American council, yes. All right, good job.
Good job. I don't know what's her name, but that's so good.
All right, 3. Britain has rejected attempts, yes. Disputes among American colonies will fade away, yes. Stand on our own, yes. We're free, yes. Under the British constitutional system, the citizens of the colony should have a voice.
That will have to be one.
Does this option want to be under the British Constitution?
No, that's
system?
freedom basically.
And then they would have a voice. No, it is 2.
We had it on 2 last time.
Did you really have it on 2?
Yeah, we had it on 2. Then you said that.
Well, if that's true, then my bad. Sorry, but I don't think so.
I had like a huge trouble.
They should have a voice. They should have a voice. Okay. Okay, you did it. Good job. All right. Okay. Look at me. I want to be respectful of your time, but I also want to kind of wrap up and try to pull a couple of clues. How, when you were reading the cards, what were some of the clue words that could tell you which option they might align to?
Like govern themselves.
So if it says anything about total self-government or independence, that's going to be which option? 3. Okay, tell me another example, Ryan.
Like if they're talking about like some or like their fair share or like or not like all.
Okay, and then where would you put that?
2.
Number 2, because it's more compromise. And Aisha? So the king, anything, not necessarily anything that uses the word king, but what would have to go with king in order to do it, Aaliyah? Something about total authority, British rule, king is God, right? That would be which option? Option 1. Okay, so keep your booklets, bring them Monday, have a great weekend.
Yeah, I love this one.
We get candy.